Hey y'all, this is your girl Tysheen and I'm back with another video. How you feeling? How you doing? I hope you're doing great. I hope you're doing fine. Yes. Top 10 questions you should never ask a British person. Yes. Hope you remember this. So these are going to be questions that you should never, ever dare to even think about. Don't even think about asking them. So let's get straight to it.
Number 10. Do you live in a castle?
Come on in, you must be worn out.
Don't believe everything you see on Downton Abbey. Not everyone in the UK lives in extreme luxury.
I'm American, I already know that already. Who assumed that everybody that lives in England lives in a castle? Like, really?
Nor are we all rich with posh accents. But that doesn't stop the rest of the world believing that we all walk sweeping halls to bedrooms with grand four posters, bathrooms with regal roll-top tubs, and sitting rooms solely designed for afternoon tea and pleasant chit-chat. In fact, the majority of us have local accents, work everyday jobs.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I used to always assume, when I was younger, not now of course, when I was a little younger, I used to always assume that y'all love tea so much that y'all drink tea from morning, afternoon, and night. And y'all always have y'all biscuit, or what do you call it? Do y'all call it biscuit? I forgot what you call it. You know, yeah, biscuit. Yeah. Right in front of y'all every single day. I don't know why. I always picture y'all, you know, nice clothing and y'all just sit around and I always picture that. I don't know why. But like, well, you know, it's TV, of course, you know, the stuff that we watch on TV. So that's why you can't always, that's like he said, you can't always believe everything you see on TV.
And live in modest houses or flats. The escape to the country castle on the hill is but a pipe dream for the majority of the population. So if you ever ask this question and someone answers yes, then you're probably in pretty esteemed company. Number 9. Is Scotland in England? There are a number of variations here, each as annoying as the last. Wales in...
So someone really assumed, wait, wow. Who would think that though? Oh yeah, wow.
Scotland in Britain. Aren't the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland just the same thing? Like with most countries and regions around the world, the British borders have chopped, changed, and blurred throughout history. And home nation's diplomacy does seem to alter from year to year. But the key thing to remember is that they're all separate countries with unique identities.
None of this should be happening, should it?
Any question that implies that being Scottish is the same as being English risks an on-the-spot geography lesson from whoever it is you're speaking to.
So cheer up. It's not the end of the world.
Number 8. Beans on toast? Okay, so this isn't exactly an everyday query, but the general confusion that British menus can cause is pretty hilarious. We Brits are proud of our hearty breakfast options, and the full English is a firm favourite for many.
That's my favorite thing to eat. I haven't made this in a while, but I love beans with a side of toast. I like to cut up onions and red and green pepper, chopped up in pieces, mix it up with the beans. Oh my god, so delicious, so delicious. But I've heard that that's what most British people eat. But I'm of course y'all don't eat this all the time. But yeah, but this American girl love beans with toast, with scrambled egg and a slice of turkey bacon. I don't eat pork, so yeah, turkey bacon.
But if you're looking for something quick, easy, and so bloody British it hurts, then beans on toast is the way to go. Only the beanie bready blend often leaves non-Brits scratching their heads. But who do you support?
Who do I support?
Yeah.
West Ham.
Although it's pretty hard to believe otherwise when you consider how much football is shown on British TV, not everyone is a football fan. So asking people which team they support is far from a surefire conversation starter.
Constant, dizzying, 24-hour, year-long, endless football, every kick of it.
That's the same thing here in America too. Not everybody is a fan of sports. A lot of people here are not a fan of football, soccer, basketball, and yeah. Not everybody.
Massively mattering to someone, presumably.
And even if you do happen upon a footy supporter who issues a probably passionate pitch for their favourite team, you might still be talking your way into trouble, particularly if you mention a rival of theirs or any team they don't like. Oh, and under no circumstances should you refer to the beautiful game as soccer either.
They're having a laugh today.
Well, they're winning.
Yeah, they're having a laugh.
Number 6, do you really
I have to react to that show, okay? I have to, because that show is funny, y'all. If you haven't watched it, you need to go and watch it.
drink tea every day? A line of questioning which seems particularly popular in America. It often feels like the rest of the world is more obsessed with our apparent tea habits than even we are.
And would you like a cup of tea too, mate?
Nothing closer to my heart than a good cup of British cha.
Which isn't to say that tea isn't a sizable part of British culture, because it is. And yes, lots of us do drink it every day, multiple times a day, but it's really not that big of a deal. It's just tea. And there's more to us than just the tea bags we buy and how much milk we take. There's also the sugar sweetener debate and which biscuits are best for dunking. If anything, our questioners should be less concerned with the quantity we consume and more focused on the fine art of preparing the stuff.
I think I'll have sleepy time.
I'm more of a coffee person. Like I don't really drink tea that much. Like I prefer coffee, with milk, sugar, of course,
That sounds good to me.
Number 5, what's the weather like?
With MailChimp, you can design more engaging marketing assets in no time at all, thanks to our AI-powered...
For whatever reason, everyone loves to talk about the Great British weather. But be warned, once you get stuck in a conversation about it, it can go on forever. Get two Brits chin-wagging on whether the weather is too hot, too cold, too humid, or too windy, and you'll feel as though the small talk could spiral for centuries.
What a battle it was!
Oh yeah?
What a storm we endured!
If you're a tourist travelling to Britain for your holidays, then we'd probably advise dodging the topic altogether, unless you'd like a detailed breakdown of the local atmospheric conditions compared to the national average. If that was what you were after, then ask away, and good luck to you. Number 4.
Yeah, I won't. You don't have to worry about me. I won't ask.
4. Are you Australian? It's a surprisingly common query issued to us Brits, and it's nearly always completely wide of the mark. As anyone with even a primary school atlas knows, Australia is nowhere near the UK.
I was just about to say that they're far away from each other. Like, far away from each other. Who was... They're not even close to each other. You know how far they have to travel to visit each other?
Yes, the countries share various links throughout their histories, and they're often pitted against each other in
This is another TV show that I want to react to on my other channel.
various sporting contests, but quite why the two nations are so regularly confused is a mystery. Some say the accents are similar, but few actual Australians or British people are ever likely to agree with that. Truth. It just doesn't make any sense.
G'day.
Yeah, they don't. Wait, no, they don't. I was gonna say they do, but they don't. Yeah, they really don't. I would have to hear someone talk for a very long time for me to pick it up. For me to pick up the accent. So yeah, their accent is totally different. To me, it's different. Yeah.
Hey, I'm Kai.
He actually says good day.
Kai, welcome, welcome.
Number 3. Have you met the Queen? The UK isn't the largest in terms of landmass, but it's not so small that we all know everyone else who...
That's like someone asked me, have you met the president? Wait, what? Yeah, I think we're that close to the president and we could just go and knock on the door and say, hey, how you doing? Most majority of people here have not met any of the presidents. So, yeah, I don't know why would people assume that people in the UK, everybody in the UK met the Queen. What, you could just knock on her door and say, hey, what's up? How you doing?
Lives here. And the very vast majority of us have never crossed paths with anyone from the royal family, let alone the Queen. Getting an invite to the palace isn't quite as easy as it's often perceived to be, though there are dedicated fans of the monarchy ready to line the streets for the next stately occasion. But even then, the best you can realistically hope for is a royal wave in your direction. The same goes for British celebs as well. The chances of running into Benedict Cumberbatch, Stephen Fry, Meghan Markle, or the rest are decidedly slim.
I'm afraid I don't know any of the minor royal.
Number 2, is that near London? In a similar vein, the UK does look like a pretty small place on the map, but
yeah, that's the thing here too in America. People think, not in America, but other countries, when they come, they think they ask questions like, is that close to New York? I'm like, America is very big. We have so many different states, so it depends what states you're talking about.
But there's a lot more to it than just one city.
Exactly. London, baby. Manchester.
Here we go.
Yes, London is a tourist hotspot and political centre, but we don't all know, or even care, how far away it is from our towns, villages, hamlets and homes. And funnily enough, we don't actually measure our distances by how close something is to the capital. For some Brits, London is hours away, and they may never take a trip there, so the tourist tendency to switch Britain and London as though they're interchangeable feels a little odd for the majority of folks who don't hail from the big smoke.
Oh, very well.
That's why, I was mentioned this before, that if I visit the UK, I don't care to go to London. Like, I don't want to do the tourist thing. Like, I don't want to go where all the tourist people are at. Like, I want to go like in local cities, local countries, and I don't want to be surrounded by too many people. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to be surrounded by a crowd of people. I want to go somewhere where it's, nice and quiet, and just take all the nature, the fresh air, whatever. Like, I don't care for big city, because I'm from the big city. I'm from New York, so it's like, why would I want to go to another city? Like, why would I want to do that? So I want to do something new, something that's totally different. So yeah.
As long as I still have that delicious speech about my boyhood in Surrey.
Number 1, who did you vote for? Politics can be a sensitive subject in a lot of countries, but this question feels especially loaded and quite clumsy whenever it's bandied about Britain. First off, there's the whole keep ourselves to ourselves cultural stereotype, which plenty of us probably do live up to. Second, there's the colossal can of worms that is Brexit. For non-Brits, Brexit probably seems a solid conversation starter, but you could quickly find yourself in the midst of mighty debate. Whether you're Labour...
Yeah, that's why here, I don't like anybody asking me, who do you vote for? Who you vote for? I always tell the person, like, that's private. I don't want to talk about who I vote for. It's not your business. It's none of your business. Because I don't want to get into no... I don't want to get into any heated debate. It's too exhausted. Don't ask me who I voted for. It's very private. It's the same thing as you ask someone what's your age or how much money you make. It's private. You don't need to know.
Conservative, Lib Dem or other, who did you vote for is rarely asked lightly. And the answers range from awkward mumbling to impassioned soapbox speeches.
Thought we should get rid of half of the MPs, ideally the top half. Do we really need them all? There are far too many of them. I think tonight they're even electing an MP for Kanye West.
What? I'm surprised. Some of them I was very surprised. Yeah. The weather part kind of threw me off a little bit. The weather and what was it? What's something else? But it was very interesting though. This was very, very interesting. I will definitely do more. Yeah, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel, okay? If there's a video you'd like me to react to, comment below. Let me know. And I see y'all love the people. Take care of yourself. Bye and peace.